Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I woke up to the news of Tuface and Annieidibia separation and file for a divorce. So Tuface took to his Instagram to write that he's been separated from his wife of two now, and they are already filing. They had already filed for a divorce. So, hello to my beautiful people of all federations. Well, this thing I have to say is short but also long. I and Hani Makoli have been separated for a while now and currently filed divorce. I will grant a press release soon to see my story, not because it's anyone's right to know about my personal life, but because I love my people and I need to tell them, please screenshot and read the rest of the statement. So, when I read this news, I wasn't too shocked. Why? Because Annie is someone that loves deeply. And if you know a little bit about Tuface, Idibia, and Annie, you will realize that Annie had been there for Tuface so much. But the only sad thing is the fact that Annie has not been there for herself. When there was car, Annie was there. When there was no car, Annie was there. When there was no money or house, Annie was there. When there was no hit song, when there was no millions of albums sold or big awards and accolades, trust me, Annie was there. But the only thing that Annie refused to do is to look out for herself. And I'm going to tell this short story that I think I know about them, just like what we see on the social media. The fact that Annie knew too well before they got married that Tuface is a polygamist. Tuface doesn't hide it. Anywhere he goes, he talks about it. In fact, it supports the movement of men are polygamous in nature. When Annie and Tuface were dating, when they were still young and coming up, when Tuface had nothing and all of that, everything was going on well between both of them because Annie was so supportive. Even Tuface attests to that Annie has been there for him from day one. Like Annie is a number one fan ever, and the one that believes so much in his craft, in his career, and it's one of the reasons why he chose to marry Annie amongst all his baby mamas. And a lot of time it feels to me that Two-Face married Annie all because she did 1, 2, 3 for him, not because he doesn't have a choice or he doesn't have options. But a lot of times it feels to me that he chose Annie out of pity, just because, okay, I don't want to betray this girl because she's been there for me. And Annie, on the other hand, knew too well that Two-Face is polygamous in nature, and she still went ahead. So I want to say that she knew what she was going for. I'm not blaming anyone here, but I think she knew what she was going for because when they were dating, and I think they had a fight and they had a separation for a while, it was between this, fight that Two-Face got Pero Adeni pregnant, the first baby mama that gave him his first son. And before we say Jack Robinson, Sumbo was as well pregnant for two Baba. Sumbo was the one that gave him the two boys, those two boys that look so much like me. And he gave him two girls, two beautiful girls. And this thing of Honey saying I knew him first before all of these baby mamas, and my children are the last. So he was always saying it, and it was always coming from out of pains if you look through very well. But I'm not going to say that she had no right to express her mind, but I still want to put it to Annie that she knew what she was going into. The fact that this guy had already impregnated two persons and you still choose to get married to her, it's, I don't know, it's confusing. It's confusing. So maybe she's one of these women that feel, okay, I'm going to change her, or maybe because he loves me, I'm going to change him. You don't change people. because you're not going to say, I'm going to change her or I'm going to change him. You cannot change anybody, because once someone is an adult, is an adult. So it's very difficult to change an adult. There's only a baby you can spank to correct, and next time she's not going to do what the thing she did that you spanked her for. But a man that is grown, it's a lot of work. And that is what Annie has put herself into. And that is why she's becoming a shadow of herself. Recently, she's been showing a lot of tantrum. And I think we are all human beings. Maybe that was one of the reasons when I saw this news, I wasn't really shocked, because I knew too well that something like this will come up. Why? Because at a point, we are all human. And so we take a lot of things, and when we take and take and take and take and take, at a point you can't even, you can't even take more, because you're already overflowing. So there is no space to take more of those things. And that is what is happening to Annie right now. She had been able to take, she had been able to swallow a whole lot of things. And now she's so full that she's almost bursting out, because now she gets, if you're someone that watches young females in Africa, and the last season Annie was there, Tuface was there, and Tuface was even saying that you can love one woman and still be doing the do with another woman somewhere. That was quite disrespectful. And Annie was there, she was shocked. Or do I say I'm not going to say she was shocked, because I'm sure that was not the first time Tuface will be saying that to her. But the fact that he was disrespecting her outside probably might have been the reason why she was shocked in that reality show. And Tuface had disrespected her so much that even sometimes people want to fight for Annie, like, what is she doing in this marriage? Why is she not coming out? And so when he wrote this statement, then another statement came and said, sorry, my account was hacked. But Tuface had to do a video and say, "Na me talk am. My account was not hacked. I said what I said." And people were like, maybe it was even Annie that wrote to protect Tuface. Even in the midst of this, she was still struggling to protect his face, that, his account was hacked and all of that. People are like, what is happening? Is it that Annie is so obsessed that she doesn't realize that she's losing herself? How can you be losing yourself over a man that doesn't really care that much? How can you be losing yourself over a man that is dumping you right now, that you need him most? Yes, I'm happy that Annie is going to be free at the end of the day from all of this, if only she want to be free. But I still feel that one way or the other, she's struggling so much to still fit into that marriage, why it is quite obvious that she's struggling and she needs help. And so at this point, I'm happy that she will have a freedom. But the only thing that I'm not really too happy about is the fact that Tuface is going to be leaving her in this time that everybody's bashing her. People are really coming for her. People are saying a whole lot of things. Some are saying she's taking some substance. Some are saying she's depressed. And it's so quite obvious that she's going through post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. She's stressed. She's just trying to fit in, like she's just trying to be that Annie that she used to be. But the fact still remains that your face, your eyes doesn't lie. Your eyes, our body, our physical, everything about her sold her house that things are not going real well at home, even though she's trying to say everything is fine, but her body, her eyes, every part of her is saying otherwise, and it's quite pronounced that people can see that Annie is not fine. So what I was trying to say the other time was that even if Tuface will leave not this time, because this lady stood so much for you when you had nothing, when people didn't believe in your dream. She believed in you, and so now you're there. And now is the time that you should be there. You should stand so strong for him, especially now that she said she just lost twins. She said she just lost a pregnancy of twins. You can imagine what that means. So that is the only thing that I feel Tuface should have done at this time, even though it's still gonna happen, of course, but not at this time that she's going through her own face. And another thing I'm gonna be saying is that please love yourself. Women, let's learn how to love ourselves. Let's learn how to choose ourselves first. I'm not gonna judge anyone here because we've not heard from Tuface, and he said he's gonna release a press very soon to say his own part of the story. Not like he's not going through his own phase as well, because but a lot of time we don't give chance to men to express their mind because we think they are fine. But now I think it is okay for everyone to hear from Two-Face side as well. And we are waiting for that. And anytime he drops the release, I'm still gonna bring the update to you on my page. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe so that I can, when I have a very update to drop here, you guys are just gonna be the first person to see it. So, like I was saying, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Join now, subscribe, share, like. And so, if Annie is gonna leave the marriage, I think it's okay. I mean, let her just leave. But Two-Face shouldn't have just come out to say it casually like that. So, some netizens are saying, nice Baba, that babe don't cast. Congratulations, more wins. Two-Face and Annie, Mama, that could be hers. What is this? There are more pressing Nigerians problem. I will not fall for your jokes, Two-Face. You guys want to trend. My heart is broken. Oh my God. Soldier go, soldier come. Barracks no they move. Women, learn to love yourself. You come first. Yes, let people call it selfish, but you come first because at the end of the day, Baba Bubuaye. If anything happens to Annie today, you think Two-Face is not going to remarry and move on with his life. Even though she's alive, this guy doesn't even, send down. So, if you're not going to choose yourself, it takes you to be okay to take care of another person. If you're not fine, you can't take care of another person. If you're not okay, you won't even be there for anybody. So don't wait to that time that you will break down or you will be depressed before you regret the fact that you should have chosen yourself. In everything you do, make sure you teach your children as well how to choose themselves. Love them, show them what the genuine love is. Because I think one of the problems that Honey is having right now is the fact she lacks that quality of loving herself. Self-love. She doesn't know anything about self-love. She feels once Two-Face is there, she's fine. She doesn't, nothing matters as long as it's Two-Face. And this is a guy that disrespect you at any chance given to him. I've said that I'm not gonna, be conclusive until I hear from Two-Face side of the story. Not like he owes us any, explanation. After all, it is their life. But if he had chosen to tell us why he's making this decision, then it's okay. I really feel for Honey, and I pray for her that God will give her all the strength she really, really needs. Women are going through a lot, guys. Men too are going through a lot, but I think it weighs more than the other. Men sometimes, put us in such a situation that you now become like a sacrificial lamb. You shouldn't be a sacrificial lamb to any man. You just have to do your best and leave the rest. Annie left her career because of Two-Face, because of family, because you think Two-Face is everything. I don't matter. You matter. Who says you don't matter? Annieidibia is a very fantastic actress, but she had decided to put all that aside because of marriage, because of a man. I don't think it's worth it. Guys, this is where I'll be drawing the curtain. Please, if you have not subscribed once again, my video is a little bit long today. Yes, it is. It is. And so if you are listening to me to this part, kudos to you. Thank you so much for everyone that had subscribed. I'm so grateful. I love you guys. Please make sure you take a very good care of yourself. Stay out of danger. And make sure you pray. And don't forget, you come first. Always choose yourself. You come first. Because at the end of the day, nothing matters than you. Yes, and learn how to teach our kids too. Always tell your children, you come first. That is not selfishness. In everything you do, you come first. Because if you are not all right, I used to tell my child that, hey, see, dearie, I come first. Yes, because it takes me to be fine to take care of you. If I'm not fine, if you stress me and I fall sick or I am not fine, there is no how I will prepare you for school. There is no how I'll put food in your flat. I'll have energy to take you around to see, beautiful places. And so if you don't want that for me, please make sure I'm not stressed. Bye, guys. This is where I'll be drawing the curtain. See you next time.